Hello students, welcome to you in this first lecture of the physics in the standard 11 science. Today we are taking the first chapter physical world. Up to standard 10 you have gained the knowledge of the science. In standard 10 you have get the preliminary ideas in that standard. Today we are taking the more knowledge about the science and scientific methods. So if you are taking the one curious child and it is coming to the earth and it sees different phenomena happen in the nature, like the phenomena like sunrise, sunset, lightning in the sky, thundering, the twinkling of the stars in the night sky, rainbow, sunrise, sunset, night day cycles, tides in the sea, and we are walking on the rough surface but we are not walking on the smooth surface. The volcano occurs, earthquake occurs. All these things are coming into the mind of the curious child. Why it is happened? What is the reason behind this phenomena? So all this, when we get the knowledge why it is happened, we find out the reasons and we get the observation and we get the reason behind it. Then we collect these ideas and these ideas we put in the systematic manner and we check its correctness. Then it is known as the science. So actually science we are taking, it is the systematic or organized knowledge to understand the nature and natural phenomena in the details. So science, it's coming from the Latin word and its meaning is to know. Science means to know, to get the knowledge. So here we are taking the main points about the scientific method. That is, first is we are taking the scientific method. First, scientific observation. Second, controlled experiment. Third, qualitative and quantitative reasoning. Fourth, mathematical modeling. Fifth, prediction and verification or falsification of the theories. So now we are taking the scientific method involves the following steps. First step is the systematic observations. See, whenever any event takes place around us, then we observe that event. Scientists also observe these events. Like Newton. Newton found that the apple is falling down from the tree. So he think about this event. He observe this event and he think that why the apple not going in the any other direction, not going in the upward direction. So after then he makes some experiments. So that comes the controlled experiments. So he make the number of experiments and he done experiments like that objects he takes and it move in the upward direction, and he found that is the object comes down towards the earth. So the objects comes towards the earth. So he found on the conclusion that some force is act on the object. So that force is exerted on the object by the earth's uh, earth's quality. So earth attract the objects towards it. Finally he takes these observations and he found the idea that every object exert the force on other objects, and that force is given by the product of the mass and inversely proportional to the square of the distance. So if mass is changed, the force is also changed. If the distance is decreased, then force will be increased. But if the distance is increased, then force will be decreased. So there are the two principal thrust in the physics. One we are taking the unification and second is the reduction. So what is the unification? So if we are taking so many events takes place around us, suppose we are taking the apple fall on the ground, the earth is revolving around the sun, and the satellite revolves around the earth. So the one stone attract the other stone. In this case, we can bound this all the phenomena by using the law of gravitation. So law of gravitation is equally applicable to small level to the large level. So this is known as the unification. So one rule is applied in the different phenomena. So different phenomena can be bound by the one rule. So it is known as the unification. Same way we can take in the case of the electric field and the magnetic field and the light. So if you combine all these three phenomena, then we get the electromagnetic waves like the light. So this is known as the unification. In the reduction, what is meant by the reduction? It is the effort to solve the complex problem by breaking it into the simpler part. So we can take the one thermodynamic system. Suppose if you are taking thermodynamic system, then thermodynamic system can be explained by using the its constituent quantities like the kinetic energy of the molecule or the kinetic energy of the atoms. Now we are taking the physics. What is the physics? It is a science to understand the nature and the natural phenomena. So whatever the facts happen around us, whatever the events takes place around us, we can check these events by using the simple laws of the science. So in the physics, we are taking the fourth state of the matter: liquid, solid, gas, and the plasma. And the scope of the physics is what? How much the physics is spread all over around us. So in the scope of the physics, we are taking the two quantities, main two quantities. One is the macroscopic quantity and other is the microscopic quantity. What is the macroscopic quantity? The quantity which we can experience, like the force, momentum. Okay, we can derive the value of the quantity. So this type of the quantity which we can measure also is known as the macroscopic quantity. Another is the microscopic quantity. Microscopic quantity, that is the quantity which we cannot directly measure. So microscopic quantity, that is related to the atomic, nuclear or the molecular scale. We can take the atom, nucleus, molecule. So the quantity related to these small particles, that is we are taking the microscopic quantity. So based on this, we have two branch in the physics. One is the classical physics and other is the quantum physics. In the classical physics, we are taking the mechanics, electrodynamics, and optics, and thermodynamics. So in the quantum physics, we are taking generally the nuclear physics. We are studying the nuclear physics, in which the atom, nucleus, molecule properties, all these things we are studying. So in the mechanics, we are taking the kinematics and the dynamics. In the standard 11 physics, we will study this mechanics. And electrodynamics, in the electrodynamics, it is deal with the electric and magnetic field. And optics, in the optics, it is related to the light phenomena, mirror, lens formula, the devices made by the mirror or the lens, and optical instruments we are studying in the optics. And last one is the thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is related to the temperature, entropy, internal energy, the steam engine, heat engine, refrigerator, like that. So this is comes in the classical physics. In the quantum physics, we are dealing with the microscopic quantities like the nucleus, atom, molecular quantities. So we can take the thermal energy or the kinetic energy of the molecule, kinetic energy of the atoms, all these things, and the nuclear energy. It is studied in the nuclear physics, that is comes in the quantum mechanics. So friends, physics is very vast field and it is dynamic field. Physics, in the physics we can take the constituent particle of the universe, that is the radiation and matter. But in physics also we can include the time. So time, radiation and the matter, they are the three aspects of the physics. So whole the universe is based on these three constituent quantity. So if you are taking the length, then small length we are taking, that is the radius of the atom in terms of the 10 raised to minus 14 meter, and we are taking the large length up to 10 raised to 26 meter, the large length of the observable universe. Same way, if you are taking the mass, the small mass, that is the mass of the electron, it is given by the 10 raised to minus 30 kilogram, 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram. So we are taking the small mass of the particle in the range of the 10 raised to minus 30 kilogram, and the observed mass of the universe is given by the 10 raised to 55 kilogram. In the same way, we are taking the time. The time, small time is taken by the 10 raised to minus 22 second, and the large time we are taking approximately 10 raised to 18 second. So physics, in the physics it is related with all other science also. If you are taking the chemistry and the biology, then the instrument made by the physics and which is used in the chemistry and the biology, you can see the electron microscope in the biology. So in the electron microscope, it is made by using the laws of the physics here. So same way in the chemistry also we are making the so many instruments, and that instrument are based on the physics technology. So here now, if you are taking day-to-day life events, so in the day-to-day life events you can talk to the abroad in the few seconds, you can see each other, and you can do the wireless communication, you can do the video conference, you can give your parcel in the very few time interval by the transportation. So nowadays the transportation is become very fast and very easy, and within a small time interval we can get everything around us. So physics is related with the technology, and technology is also related with the physics. So how the physics is related with the technology? Physics give the birth to the technology, same way technology also gives the birth to the new science. So suppose we are taking the relation between physics and technology. Suppose the electromagnetic wave we are taking, then due to the electromagnetic wave we are taking the wireless communication technology. So wireless communication technology is based on the electromagnetic wave. Same way we can take the semiconductor material like the silicon chip. So due to the silicon chip, they are produce a computer internet which is based on this semiconductor theory. Same way, if you are taking the nuclear fusion, then due to the nuclear fusion we get the energy in the so many amount, and this energy can be controlled also, and it is also in uncontrolled manner. So in the control manner this energy is used, and it is used in the nuclear power station or the nuclear reactor. So nuclear reactor, that is the technology. And if we are taking the negative side of the technology, then in that case we can take the atom bomb or the nuclear bomb. So that is the negative side of the technology. So if you are not using the rules, physics rules properly, or you are using the physical rules in the bad manner, then we get the bad technology like the nuclear bomb or the atom bomb. Same way, sometimes technology also give birth to the physics or the any science. See, if we are taking the example of the heat engine, then to increase the efficiency of the heat engine, it need to develop the new science that is known as the thermodynamics. So this is the what we have studied about the physics, technology and the society. Now in the next lecture we will talk about the fundamental forces. Four fundamental forces are there in the nature, and we can also study the law of conservation of the quantities like the energy, charge and the linear momentum. Okay, thank you.